The most powerful quote for me from this weekend's message is from Mark Batterson. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Throughout Scripture, we see examples of virtually everyone was unqualified, but God qualified them when they responded to the call. Ashley went through this list. Abraham was old. Moses stuttered. David was an adulterer. Jacob was a liar. Joseph was abused. Rahab was a prostitute. Timothy was young. Jonah ran from God. Elijah was suicidal. Naomi was a widow. Zacchaeus was, vertically challenged. Hello. Peter denied Christ. Lazarus, he was dead. Thomas was a doubter. Saul was an assassin. And God continued to qualify those he called. And what's interesting is not just that God can use the unqualified. I think he prefers to use the unqualified. God gives preference to the weak so that only he can receive the credit. Think about this. Who were the first people to hear the message of the birth of Christ? They were shepherds. They're out in the field at night. These aren't even the normal shepherds who weren't well respected. These are the night watch shepherds that nobody would give any time of the day to. Who's the first person that heard the announcement of the birth of Christ? It was a single mom, Mary. Who is the first person to give testimony to the resurrection of Christ? Mary Magdalene, a woman that had demons cast out of her. At every turn in the Bible, old and new, and particularly surrounding the life of Jesus, the people that God seemed to give preference to are those that no one else would give the time of day for. I will read this passage of the great apostle Paul, 2 Corinthians 12. So, to keep me from becoming conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given to me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I'll boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I'm content with weakness, insults, hardship, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And I just want to say to you personally, if you feel like you're not qualified, welcome to the club. None of us are. And God can do even more through you because everyone around you go, clearly it's not them, it's God. So let's put to pasture that passivity that says, I'm not enough, because we do believe that God is enough. And that's something worth talking about.